Well, good morning for daily reflections on July the 11th, and we are in 1 Corinthians chapter 12. And this is broken up into quite a few parts, and my reflection this morning will be quite expansive through this chapter. And in chapter 12, it goes in verses 1 to 3, it talks about not being caught up in your past experiences, not getting caught up in the old ways that you used to live. And it's so easy to slip back into the old ways of doing things. And you've been made a new creation, and that was really important that Paul was trying to put over. But also in verse 4 to 11, it talks about the many gifts that have been given to us. The way that that when we become a new creation, God gifts us to be the person who He wants us to be. And these gifts can vary in so many different ways. And, the gifting is not the same for everybody. We're all unique, we're all different. And God uniquely works with each one of us. And then finally, the next section, it talks about in verses 12 to 26. It demonstrates that by saying about the body and all the different parts and how they work, and they all work together to be in unity with each other. And your body wouldn't work very well if bits were missing. So I think that's really important to remember that we are unique, but we're also part of the body. In verses 27 to 31, Paul encourages us to pursue greater gifts, but he does really reflect and say there's no point going for the greater gifts unless your motive and your way of thinking about it is with love. That love is more important, and that if we do things in love, we will end up doing things the correct way with God. And finally, it talks about those gifts, but we must remember that love is the supreme value that we are to pursue. So, summing up on chapter 12, it talks about the gifts. Yes, it talks about the way that we are to be. That God's uniquely gifted each one of us, and because we're a new creation in Him, and not one of us is alike, and we're not the same. But as a body together, we have an opportunity to be um, strong together, but with the heartbeat of everything, that love portrays everything. So that's my daily reflection for today. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And until then, see you then.